Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the daily message for, I believe it is, September the 24th today. I apologize for the delay, but I seem to be hit with many obstacles and challenges today, so that is kind of the collective energy coming up. So let's see what kind of message needs to come through when it comes to these collective energies today. What kind of a message needs to be delivered today? If you haven't yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button to join the channel. We do have Divine Masculine and Healing the Soul's DNA. I do feel the message today is stemming around a Divine Masculine energy that is really needing to exhibit and assert some action. I think there's a need to use your logic to kind of get balanced in some reason. And there's a masculine here, I feel, really needing to gather their strength in order to progress along their journey. I think there's a lot of pain coming up, a lot of inner child wounding, deeply embedded childhood trauma that is coming up for healing. And I feel a masculine here that is finally facing his deepest, darkest hurts in order to embrace healing. And I do believe there is a lot of divine protection surrounding this masculine. He is watched over and protected as he really moves forward with confidence. Bottom of the deck, empathy. So if you are the feminine in this connection, I think you're really called to show some compassion, some understanding towards this divine masculine as he really walks through the doorway of a new timeline. Perhaps you've already walked through that new doorway of this new timeline. So let's see what the supporting archetype energies are when it comes to this energy reading today. We'll see what other energies need to come through for the collective. Beautiful energies. There's definitely a masculine here facing his deepest, darkest demons, some inner childhood wounding, some pain that I feel was resisted for a very long time. So let's see what we got here. And we will talk about these energies. All right, the Exorcist. So there is a masculine here, I feel, really facing his inner demons when it comes to some past mistakes, some past choices, really preparing himself to kind of free himself from his own destructive impulses and patterns, as well as people that he's connected with. I do feel there is a masculine here getting ready to kind of step into a mystical healing position, preparing for that intimate union with his divine feminine counterpart. But I feel there's a period of disillusionment taking place in order for this masculine to perhaps learn some lessons in regards to mistreating others. There's never an excuse to mistreat others, and I feel maybe this masculine has mistreated others, kind of starving at or posing as a starving artist, or, you know, I feel somebody wallowing in a self-pity party. And I saw 333, which is all about union of the mind, body, and soul. So I feel this masculine really is tapping into a new dimension within his life, beyond his five senses. And he is going through some deep cellular healing in order to kind of step into being that inspiration for others. I think there's a lot of symbolism surrounding the energies today. We do have Avenger. So I also feel, you know, be prepared for a violent outburst. There might be a masculine that is experiencing some sacred rage, or somebody that this masculine is connected to. But I feel the scales of balance are ensuing. I feel justice is being served, and somebody breaking free from that society programming, really tapping into their inner child, their inner divinity, restoring a sense of innocence and purification, and kind of going through a period of judgment or redemption when it comes to some past energy. I feel a masculine really tapping into their spiritual connection with the divine and the energies today. And I feel a lot of negative forces are working against this masculine because the king energy fell out in reverse. I feel, you know, this masculine likely was in some egoic, entitled energy. and I feel did not know how to restrain themselves from their lower ego lustful desires. And there is a period of enlightenment in these energies today, which is benefiting massive changes within this masculine's world. And I do believe there's a lot of gossip surrounding this masculine. I feel in the past, maybe this masculine thrived on power, or, you know, withholding communication or secrets, really betraying the people around him. And I think that's kind of come back to bite him in the butt as he's going through this awakening moment, really needing to consider the feelings of others, which I think he had lack for before. And I think the time is now to kind of step into honor and trust in the journey. And I feel masculine going through a major transformation within the energies today. Bottom of the deck, we do have the wounded child. So I do believe that this is a direct link to all past dysfunctional childhood wounds. And I think this has been a repeated negative pattern within a lot of dysfunctional relationships within a masculine's world, needing to release, blaming everybody for their problems. And there's this deep resistance to avoiding forgiveness and moving through this deeply embedded pain. I feel a major awakening moment in order to get a masculine to kind of step into service. I feel, you know, wounded people hurt people, and there's a masculine here that is really opening up their core inner child wound in order to learn the pathway of forgiveness. So powerful. So let's jump in and see what kind of a message needs to be delivered with the tarot when it comes to these energies. What else do we need to know about this message today for the collective? The current energies surrounding the collective, please. What do we need to know about this message today, about this divine masculine? All right, we have strength. That could be ego. We do have the Emperor and the Ace of Swords reversed. Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. But there is a divine masculine here, an Emperor. I feel really has been all up in their head, not using their logic, not taking the action they've been divinely guided to take. And I feel there's a lot of lies, secrets here, denying of the truth. And I feel there's a need to kind of go into the heart space. So there's Aries and Leo here. But definitely a divine masculine preparing to assert his logic, preparing to gather his strength to take that decisive action. The Emperor, you know, commands control of his life, and we do have the King of Swords in reverse. So there is a masculine here that has been very dishonest, very deceitful, lying, perhaps thieving, manipulation, mental and emotional abuse. And I feel they've avoided heartbreak up until now. They've avoided going into this deeply embedded pain when it comes to this childhood wounding. But I don't think that this can be avoided anymore, because somebody has avoided facing a deep embedded pain when it comes to a divine feminine energy, when it comes to a broken commitment with his true counterpart. So this is getting interesting, and there's that third party energy in the mix with that Three of Swords. Queen of Wands reversed. I feel somebody is in a commitment, a false foundation, pretending everything's great. There's secrets here, there's lies here, there's abuse, there's manipulation, there's jealousy, possessiveness, and there's a feminine here that really is trying to control, I feel, a masculine energy, which likely could be stemming from some toxic childhood relationship patterns. It's definitely a dysfunctional relationship here. There's lies here, there's secrets here, and there is a need to kind of close out this cycle and to remove the blocks, to really look at the foolishness of the past mistakes in order to progress forward, in order to kind of heal. And I feel somebody has been avoiding facing these challenges for quite some time. And there's a masculine here about to have a pretty big ego death, a pretty big fall is kind of what I'm feeling. And divine feminine, if you are the feminine watching, try to utilize as much compassionate energy and understanding as you can as this masculine kind of goes through this deep level of transformation to kind of get on your level. We do have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Magician, and the Star reversed. There's somebody here in some deep, deep, dark night of the soul energy, disillusionment. I think somebody's been in a lot of delusions when it comes to people surrounding them. I feel betrayal here. I feel what goes around comes around, and there's a masculine experiencing a lot of harsh karmic judgment in regards to manipulation, abuse of power. And I think somebody here is deeply depressed, stressed, anxiety. There's no hope. I feel this masculine feels like there's no hope, is in this period of prolonged grieving, and I feel things are getting worse. I think there's somebody getting ready to kind of come out of the darkness, has really been searching for that inner light to really find the strength and the courage to perhaps face this Queen of Swords in reverse. I feel somebody here, the feminine here, has gone through purification, has gone through this transformation, and I feel is kind of ready to block this masculine out if he doesn't come forward with that truthful, heartfelt, open communication. I feel the time is now for this to move forward. The time is now for this conversation to be had. And I feel there's a lack of wanting to come forward with the truth. I feel a level of embarrassment here. And I feel somebody here is surrounded by a lot of gossip and a social circle that thrives on gossiping about their friends, and that's distorted in itself. So I think that the fear of facing these demons really is because they don't want to face the toxicity of everything around them. And I feel somebody here is going through some very harsh karmic judgment today. I feel there's been an injustice. There's a need for balance. There was disloyalty, unfaithfulness, perhaps even cheating with the King of Wands in reverse. Somebody here has lost their drive for life, has lost their passion. I see a couple of masculines here now too. You could be dealing with two masculine energies, but I'm feeling this is all the same masculine with the Three Kings and the Emperor. And I feel somebody's been refusing to go within, refusing to gain that deeper sense of enlightenment. And I think the universe is kind of stepping in and pushing for this this justice and this balance to be restored. I think somebody has been very self-righteous, borderline narcissistic, to be honest, and I feel there is a need to learn a major life lesson here right now. This is a fated karmic event taking place today in order for somebody to speak that truth, to face these fears, and to release the delusions that are surrounding them. I feel somebody's surrounded by a lot of negative energy. We do have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Temperance reverse. There's a need for a realignment. There's no more harmony in this masculine's life. I feel a lot of arguing, I think outraged at the situation. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's no more watering this dead tree. There's a need to break free and start this new cycle and to release this resistance in order for you to progress forward. I think there's a lot of divine protection as the cycle closes out and an ending takes place. There's definitely an ego death here, guys, and I feel somebody's going through a deep internal transformation. I think they're no longer allowed to play that pity party. They're going to have to defend themselves against these negative forces as they go through this level of purification. I think get ready. I think somebody here very well could resort to violence as a karmic connection comes to a complete close. There is going to be a huge financial loss here when it comes to this ending. And there's this beautiful Nine of Pentacles energy, quite possibly a business owner that I feel has healed from heartbreak, has healed from this connection dissolving. And I feel this Nine of Pentacles energy, this pre-Empress energy, has already done the healing work. Oops. And, you know, she's on her own. She's solid. She's stable. She's grounded. And she is not going to allow anybody in her life without that truthful, honest communication. And I feel blocks are being removed. Somebody is going deep within some deeply embedded pain and trauma in order to take the blinders off, to see things at face value, to release all of this dysfunctional toxicity, and to embrace forgiveness. Forgiveness truly is key to opening up the gateway of your heart. And through forgiveness, I think somebody here is learning a very painful lesson. There is an apology that is needed here. There's definitely a realignment taking place. Secrets are being revealed. What was hidden below the surface can no longer stay below the surface. Any lies are coming through in order for this truth to bring about healing when it comes to perhaps an insincere masculine. And I feel this burden has weighed very heavy on somebody's chest. They've carried this burden for a very long time, and they're coming to the end of closing out a very heavy emotional cycle. There's no more excuses. It's time to take accountability. It's time to face these hurts. It's time to redefine your future and close out a cycle that you've been clinging to that has ended, I feel, quite a long time ago. And I feel, get ready for a huge argument. I do feel either a masculine or a feminine here resorting to violence as this masculine frees himself from all of these lower impulses, all of these destructive desires that really has kept him in some very selfish energy of betrayal, power, greed. And I feel secrets are about to be revealed. Get ready for some information to come out in order for this balance to be restored. I think you can no longer live in the energy of entitlement. I think there's a masculine that is getting very close to not being able to restrain his temper. And I feel major changes are on the horizon in order for this enlightenment to take place. So get ready. You're going to have to defend yourself. You're going to need to take a step back, to take a breather in order to go through a period of healing and to trust that you truly are watched over. I believe somebody's been receiving a lot of prophetic visions with the moon reversed. I feel somebody here is about to have a very big fall from grace that's been in a lot of delusional energy, a lot of inconsistency in their life. I feel, their whole world has been flipped upside down. There's no balance. It's time to let this go. There's nothing that is going to come of this situation. If this masculine stays stuck in this situation, I feel a huge towering moment in order to push this progression forward. So let's get a couple of advice cards when it comes to this energy reading. This is some powerful stuff. I feel pay attention to the signs, to the symbols, to the synchronicity. There's definitely something about no excuse to mistreat others. There's no excuse to betray and mistreat others. And what goes around does come around. I do feel a masculine clearing his physical space, his energetic space, in order to prepare for a deep, intimate union with his counterpart. But there's some very heavy karmic closure taking place within these energies. We have Black Tourmaline. That card keeps wanting to come out. That's a very strong collective message. Protect your energy. Protect your light. I feel if you are the divine feminine watching, get grounded. Protect your light. There has been a masculine in and around you that really has tried to mess with your psyche and your thought process. I do feel somebody about to have a complete and total takedown when it comes to their reputation. I think somebody's crazy side is about to get exposed, and you're really needing to keep your distance, to have those boundaries in place. I think keep your doors locked, divine feminine. There's a lot of emotional vampires in and around you, and I feel something is about to be made public. When it comes to this masculine energy, something is about to be made public. Whether a family member lashes out in anger or a toxic committed partnership. But I feel there's this malignant, demonic energy taking over somebody and really creating them to resort to some violence. So There is a need to withdraw and find your tranquil place. There's a need to release resentments. There's somebody here holding on to a lot of rage, a lot of anger, a lot of resentments, and doing a lot of damage in this energy. I think something is being held against this divine masculine, bribery, trickery. I feel peace is going to be restored, but there is this major judgment energy coming through while this masculine is kind of encouraged to align with his inner wholeness. I feel there's a lot of stagnating energy, and somebody's about to get spun out of that stagnant energy with the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel this masculine is awakening to this heart energy he has for this pre-empress energy. I feel get ready for an existential dilemma or crisis when it comes to getting unstuck. And I think get ready, because there's a lot of super agitated energy coming up. You might need to stop, drop, and roll. I think things are about to be blazing, and you're going to need a cool off period. I think get prepared for a sudden shakeup, a sudden problem in order to get you to close out this worldly cycle. And I feel a lot of anger, and that really is going to bring up the need to kind of chill out, chillax, and to kind of ride out this wave, because there is a masculine, I feel, getting ready to break free, to live out his heart's desire. I feel this has weighed heavy on his chest, refusing to make this important decision, and I feel he's really pondering and asking himself, how does he want to spend the rest of his life, the rest of his precious time on earth? Because his heart is asking him to take that leap of faith, to be honest. And I think the heart wants what it wants, and the mind wants what the mind wants what it thinks the heart should want. And there's this ego battle, and I feel a masculine really is being nudged in the direction that the higher power is kind of getting him to kind of walk that honoring path. And I feel favor the heart in these energies, guys. And that's what I got for a message today. I hope it resonated. If it did and you would like to book a personal reading, feel free to check out the description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.